Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 16, Sunday spoiler. This is it. This is the finale. No Moss this season. The end, Elfin. We are rolling right along. Fasten your seatbelt. It is going to be absolute madness today. We got several announcements, and as people start to roll in here, I'm expecting a packed house tonight, later on tonight, tomorrow night, because I think for a couple of days, we're just really going to need to talk and let all this emotion out. I'm expecting some tears tonight. I'm expecting some blood tonight. I'm expecting some death tonight. All of the things that makes Walking Dead great. So I'm going to give a few shout outs, and then we'll have some new people here, no doubt about it. We've seen just an influx of a lot of new subscribers this week. Thank you for everything that you guys do. We're going to talk about the 999 Facebook page. We're going to talk about the fan page you guys have set up. I'm just humbled and just having a great time with this. So here's the way this works as we get some of the new people in here. First of all, let me just say thank you to all of you. These streams are all about you guys. I just kind of, I drive the boat a little bit. I'm sort of the captain of the ship, I guess. You guys are the engine that really makes it turn. So I will read your questions. I will, if you don't want your name to be in a YouTube video, don't ask any questions because I'm liable to pick on you randomly. As this the stream gets a little bit crazy, I won't be able to answer everyone's question. There's just a lot of stuff out there now. People just want to know what's going to happen. We've done some spoilers. We got some new information that we are going to unveil tonight. So hopefully you guys are ready for some new stuff. There's been some edits, so a few changes have happened. Let me also say, this week I've done about 5 spoiler videos. I've done a complete spoiler on Wednesday night. If it doesn't happen exactly the way I said it, don't harass me, don't kill me because you went and told someone that it's going to happen this way. It's pretty accurate, but there could be 1 or 2 minor changes that either I didn't interpret it the right way or they changed up at the last minute. But for the most part, we know what's going to go down. So you guys get some of your questions out there. Like I said, I'm not going to go crazy with shout-outs in the beginning. I will definitely do some at the end. But I see all of you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll start to get some of the questions rolling. Let me make a couple announcements. First of all, Moody Girl, Bree, they've set up a 999 Army Facebook page, which is to talk about Walking Dead and talk about some of the stuff that I do. It's hard for me to say that because I'm just not used to having all these subscribers and all these fans. So I'm really, really humbled and touched by that. I would ask that if you guys could contact her or check it out, get on that 999 Army fan page because there's a lot of good ideas, a lot of back and forth, and I would love to have everybody in here on that page. It would definitely increase the exposure and the amount of stuff that we share and all of those things. Other business to attend to. Let me get all the business out of the way first, and then we'll definitely get into some spoilers. So I've revamped a Facebook page dedicated to all of you. There's just been a lot of personal ties and a whole bunch of other stuff and old Facebook gaming videos. So I have 2 brand new Facebook pages set up. One is facebook.com/kilzhot, KILZHOT. If you guys are Walking Dead fans and you ask for a friend invite or anything over there, I'll accept you. I want you guys to be there. And also you can see up on the screen the facebook.com 999 game page, which I will be sharing gaming videos, Walking Dead spoilers, comic book reads, all of the above. So wow, that is a lot of business to attend to. So I think we've got it mostly out of the way. Let's talk a little bit about Walking Dead, and at a midpoint, I think I will talk about a little bit more business. So, and also we got almost 200 people here. So as Tommy McCandless would say, you guys see him in chat right there, you guys Lucille the like button. Come on, I just ran out of breath telling you guys all this stuff we're doing about The Walking Dead. I can at least get 200 people to smack that like button for me. Would greatly appreciate that. And also, once this video goes live in about 45 minutes or so, it's about 15 minutes after it's over, if you guys could get over there and leave a comment. If I don't give you a shout out, just leave your questions on there. When people go back and watch the playback, it just shows this awesome network that we've created. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. So, Ryan Perry. Ryan Perry has been here for like an hour. I saw him write that a little bit earlier. So it says, do you think Dwight and Eugene had an awkward conversation about the chomping down? I think we could speculate that it went further than it did. I don't think so. I mean, we saw kind of what we saw, where they were starting to talk about it and starting to get the apology, and they just sort of cut it off. Cut it off. Pun fully intended there. They stopped the conversation, I guess, and backtracked a little bit, like I'm going to backtrack. Yeah, that can't get more awkward than that. Awesome. There you go. That's what I like to see. Norina says, I smacked that like button so freaking hard. So, also, this is spoiler chat. So please don't come in here and say, oh, you guys are talking about Walking Dead. You're talking about spoilers. At this point, anything is open season with The Walking Dead. I did a Chill with Kills this morning, which is my gaming live stream. And it's like walking on eggshells because those gamers, they don't want to know everything that happens. So it's a split audience. We've got some of the people that want spoilers and some of them didn't. So I was just like, don't, stop, keep it going. But now we're going to talk about everything that did happen, everything that might happen, and everything that can still happen. Hades says, the Saviors win. Parks, Jason, dude, you rock. Dude, you rock. You guys all rock. Ethan Cyan says, how many of the scavengers do you think will die in the finale? It would be a guess. Let's say 10. 10's a good number. Some are going to get mowed down. But I don't have an exact number. I'll get you a count later on tonight when we do the stream. Miles G, Daryl's storyline. I was going to do a spoiler with the Daryl storyline, so let me just do this. I'm going to start out and talk about Daryl and what he's going to do tonight. If you guys saw, I had a new way of doing spoilers this week, and I'm going to continue that in the next season. I'm going to do what I'm calling perspectives. So instead of just doing a spoiler, which we will do a complete spoiler, I'm going to take a character, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think their mindset is, what I know is going to happen to them as well. But I think that's a little better for getting reactions. And I did not do one for Daryl, but we are going to talk about Daryl today. So here's a couple of things that are going to go down with Daryl, and I will get to some of your questions. So just keep them coming. If I skip you, we'll do it. Daryl tonight, even though he was locked up and he looked at Dwight and said, I know why you did what you did, Daryl's role tonight, he's going to attack Dwight. Tara is very emotional because of what happened to Denise. Daryl is always going to be that big brother, that protective person. And some things are going to be, I don't like it 100% because what Daryl's going to do, he's going to take a knife out, put it to Dwight. Tara keeps on saying, kill him, kill him, kill him. Daryl doesn't do it. He takes the knife down. And what really gets Daryl emotional is when Dwight says, well, I wasn't aiming for her. And then Rick's going to step in. We're going to get Dwight's plan. But one thing to keep in mind is what I think moves Daryl a little bit is when Dwight mentions Sherry. Dwight says, he owned me, talking about Negan, and he doesn't anymore because I did it for someone else and now she's gone. And he looks at Daryl and he says, and that's the reason I'm here. And he says to Daryl, and that's the reason why you're here too. And I think it kind of hits home to Daryl, not to forgive Dwight, but to forgive him long enough to get back at Negan. Now, Daryl also says to Daryl also says to Tara that when this is all over, I'm going to kill him. I don't care if he's sorry or not. This is a big storyline moving into season number 8. So when you hear that tonight, you're going to know that you think Dwight is just going to be readily accepted because he's helping Rick, but Daryl's always going to be, in the back of his mind, he wants to kill him at some point. So we'll leave some of your thoughts and comments below with that, and we'll move on to a couple more questions while we get back to it. Parks Jason Kills, what do you think lays in Eugene's future, and why do you think he wouldn't take suicide pills himself? Well, let's not rule that out. I mean, I know we're getting way, way ahead of ourselves here, but let's talk about the psychology of Eugene. Do you guys want to do that? You want to talk about Eugene? I know a lot of people are really pissed at him right now. And granted, I am too. But let me tell you what I think the plot twist is going to be to Eugene. So if you guys want to hear my perspective on where I think Eugene's mental state is now, I know a lot of people are just immediately going to type, effing coward, Eugene, I know it, I get it, I'm right there with you, I feel that. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to do because the dude that just came in and typed something that is extremely racist, I'm going to go ahead and block you because you don't even get a strike with that. If you type something that stupid in my chat, you're just gone. Just so you know. So there it is. Yeah, I got the first one. Like, screw Eugene. There it is. Eugene's a coward. Eugene's a coward. I know. But I want to give you guys Okay, here we go. Some people want to know. Here's my thought on Eugene. Not saying you're going to like him, but okay. Eugene, several people, and a lot of you in this chat, go ahead and admit it, said, Eugene's Team Rick. Eugene's Team Rick. He's never going to betray Rick. And then you hear him say, I am Negan, and you're going to hear him say, I am Negan tonight. And some of those same people that were saying Eugene would never betray Rick are now, well, they're regretting it. Eugene is an opportunist. So he's going to go wherever he thinks that he's the safest. But I think what is really pissing a lot of people off right now is the fact that Eugene is there and Negan is going to have a second lineup. So he's going to kill someone. I think Eugene at some point is going to say, Eugene doesn't know about that Negan's going there to kill someone. I think he's been lied to. I think he's there with a megaphone trying to get Rick to surrender. And when that lineup happens, Eugene is going to realize he's no safer with Negan than he was with Rick. Not saying forgive him. Not saying it's the right thing to do. But I do think as we get into season number 8 that Eugene could possibly make his own suicide pills, or he could go back to Team Rick. Because the sole reason why he joined Negan is not to have to witness that again. He said he's never been so frightened. So if he's there and he has to watch Negan draw that bat back to hit Carl, which he will do, but he won't hit Carl, then he's going to be frightened all over again. And he's going to realize, like, it doesn't matter where I go, I still have to deal with this violence. So, don't know he's going to go back to Team Rick. Don't know he's going to be accepted in Team Rick. But at the same time, I don't think he's going to be comfortable being Negan very long. And Pam Ramsey said it perfectly. Eugene does what's best for Eugene. So I'm not saying he's not going to be a scumbag. Raiden Roach, there it is. Yeah, it's a T-shirt. But don't misinterpret it as me supporting Eugene, because I'm definitely not. Exactly. Flower Girl's like, I don't want him on Team Rick anymore. And I don't think Rick's going to want him on Team Rick. But you never know. All right, let's get some more questions rolling up in here. And he does. Cherilyn, you're absolutely right. He does still have one pill left. But it's going to need to be, remember, Eugene, that pill was for an average size female, either Amber or Sasha. So one pill is not going to kill Eugene, because Eugene's more than average size. Really quickly, Tommy McCandless, we've got 250 people in here and only 140 people have slapped the like button. Can we get 250 likes up in here really, really quickly? If you guys need some help, just slide your mouse over to that little thumbs up button. Slap it one time. If you guys like what we're doing, you like what 999 Gaming's all about, if you guys like the spoilers, if you're hyped up for The Walking Dead tonight, hit that like button. Let's get this thing up. I think we're going to have 300 or 400 people here, so I'd love to get this stream by the end of it. Another 30 minutes or so. Love to get this thing to 300 or 400 likes. People watch the playback, they're going to say, like, wow, there's a lot of neat stuff going on over there. I want to be a part of that army. So let's see if we can get that thing just to shoot up really, really quickly, and we'll get on to the next question here. So next question is coming from, let's see, Cody Hayes is, so no, it's Abe, so many bad memories. On the topic of Abraham, there's going to be a lot of Abraham flashbacks tonight. And just a show of hands, how many people are hyped up to see Michael, to see Abraham back in full effect? If you guys are pretty excited to see Abraham's storyline, just throw a 999 in chat. And if you have any questions regarding Abraham and what's going to go on with him tonight, then leave it as well too. Liam says, Killshot, please stream tonight's episode. I cannot do that. That would be a serious violation of copyright, so it ain't going to happen. Sailing Blue. Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. We'll talk about subs. We're almost, look, we're getting ready to hit 200. Moving right along. So, ETZ Mom says, no, I'm not excited to see Abraham. It breaks my heart. That's going to be the tears. It's going to be the tears tonight. And if you guys have any doubt how much influence that you guys have, look at the chat right now. That's just what I want to say. That's why I say thanks, because you guys are just freaking amazing. All right, we got a lot of 999s up in there. All right, so that's interesting. Melanie Dollinger says, I would rather see Glenn. That's a good perspective. I mean, Glenn's flashback scene, I think we will. I think we will next season. When Maggie gets closer and closer to childbirth. Stevie, how do you think tonight's episode will end? I know how it's going to end. It ends with a Maggie voiceover. So Sasha is a roaming walker, and I think from what I've read, life is getting somewhat back to normal in a short period of time. Like you see people, they're not broken down. We know that there's a couple people get shot tonight. We're going to talk about that in a second. But kind of like a speech, like a Maggie speech at the very end of it. You know, after Sasha's dead and just kind of picking up the pieces and moving on a little bit. What's going on, Kelly G? I see you. I see all you guys. Thank you. Yep, I agree. There you go, Lindsay Luke. We will see Glenn when Maggie has the baby. That'll be his flashback. They're saving that. So 2 additional spoilers that I did not put in the video that I think are going to happen tonight. They weren't in the dialogue, the script. So evidently, one is, and I think we got confirmation on this, 2 people will be shot. So I didn't do the video on it. Rosita, I mentioned it at the end of one video, but I don't think we talked about it in the hour-long complete spoiler. So Rosita's going to be shot tonight. I don't know the severity of Rosita's gunshot. I don't know if it's something they're going to carry over into next season. So, and what I mean by that is, I don't know if it's going to be like, okay, all right, yeah, I got this. I'm going to heal nicely, or it's going to be she's okay enough to get through the episode, and then it may be a little bit of a mini cliffhanger going into next season. Not sure. So, not saying the gunshot is going to kill her next season, but it'll be something to sort of pay attention to. And number 2, those of you that haven't seen the spoiler, here's Dwight's plan. Cheryl and Truck, Kills, when are you streaming tomorrow night? We will stream at 9 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to get into some. Karen's like, Rosita got shot. She's like, good. It's about time. It's about time Rosita got shot. No, Gregory will not die tonight. And here's the other spoiler that is a little bit weird. So Dwight, I told you that Dwight will come up with a plan to, I guess, kill Negan. So it's going to work like this. The whole Daryl, Tara thing, they're going back and forth. Do they kill him? Do they not kill him? Finally, Dwight says, there's another way. And Rick's like, okay, tell me the other way. Well, here's what we're going to do. I know they're coming tomorrow. They're going to cut down the trees. You guys saw the tree picks where Simon was looking for a way. But evidently, Eugene is a little smarter than most people think. So Eugene finds a way to get the tree cleared a little earlier than they're expecting. But they do get there. Dwight is with Negan. So what Dwight's expecting to do is that they'll kill Negan. They'll snipe everybody, mow down the saviors. Then Dwight does not know about Sasha. So, yeah, you know what? Hold on a second. I got to catch up to the stream here. 1 second. So Dwight does not know about Sasha. And when when the fighting starts to break out, Dwight is shooting, but from what I heard, he's shooting above, like everybody, intentionally trying to miss everybody. So Dwight's plan is they kill all the saviors, they load up the truck with Rick, they go back to the sanctuary, Dwight radios ahead and says, hey, everything's fine. They go in and get Sasha, and then they take over the sanctuary. But he doesn't know that Sasha is that they're going to bring Sasha until they start to bring Sasha. So I think what he does is he starts to chisel something into a chess piece. Look for that tonight. See if that happens. So Dwight gets there, and you can kind of see the look on his face. He's a little surprised. Fighting breaks out. he's looking at Negan. He's intentionally missing, but I guess, he wants to keep his cool with Negan. And then when they leave, evidently he drops the chess piece that says something along the lines, didn't know, and either Daryl or Rick finds that. If they do, I want to talk about that tonight. So hopefully that's a little bit of a spoiler that you guys did not know about. So a couple questions here. What will happen when out of nowhere? That's not going to happen. Steph Richardson, kills. Do you think Dwight and Eugene plan something secretly inside the sanctuary? Future, way in the future. Eugene's not planning anything at this point. Eugene's just trying to stay alive. And if you guys could do one thing for me, there's several new people. So let me kind of make the announcement once again as we start to bring a bunch of new viewers in here. This is spoiler chat, so a lot of new people will come in. If you guys are new only, please type 999. To all the new people, just want to say welcome. Hopefully you guys will be a part of our permanent stream. Subscribe, hit the like button, be involved in what we do. So I recognize a lot of familiar faces, but I probably see 30 or 40 brand new people that I haven't seen before. Keep the chat clean. Bree, you can go ahead, and this Salat guy that's just spamming a bunch of cuss words just for absolutely no reason at all, just go ahead and just toss him. He gets it. He knows what we do. But to new people, type 999 in chat because I want to give you guys a special thank you. We do this. We're doing this 4 or 5 times a week. Tell you a little bit about the channel. So we will be doing a stream tonight after Talking Dead. We will be doing a Monday night follow-up tomorrow night about 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We do Wednesday Walkers, which is kind of a midweek chat, and then we also do gaming videos that's Sunday morning. So I see a lot of new faces in here, and I just want to say thank you, and I just saw Super Chat, so let me tell you guys about Super Chat as well. So Super Chat, there's a $sign down there below, so if you want your chat to stand out and freeze my screen and all of us to talk about it, you can leave a donation as well too. They are not required, but of course anything that you guys do, either through the Patreon site or through watching the videos, watching the ads on the video, Super Chat, everything that you guys do is greatly appreciated. So this is COD Master Zombags, and he says, how much longer do you think Daryl has? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer that question, and then I'm going to leave it in there for all of you to answer it as well too. So I think Daryl has several more seasons. I think you're going to see Daryl, you're going to see Rick, and you're going to see Negan. At least 2 seasons, maybe more. I know a lot of people are saying it's going to be an epic, they're going to kill off one of them, but they just do such awesome stuff with the show right now. It's not going to slow it down. And I'm going to ask that to all the viewers right now. How long do you guys all think that Daryl has? Season 8, Season 9, or beyond? If you guys could type that in chat. S8, S9, or beyond. Any of those 3. And what we'll do is we'll just get a little bit of feedback with that, and then I'll answer a couple more questions. That's what I'm talking about, Melanie. Till the end. So Vonda Martin says till the end. Deidre Perkins says till the end. Ryan Andrews says, thanks 999. Oh, beyond. We got, look, a lot of beyond. A lot of S8s in there, mid season 8. I think it's way too early. Daryl can't die middle of next season. Not after that $400,000 raise he got. Dude's making $500,000 an episode. He's bringing in the fans. Think about it from a business perspective too. So I think he's around for a little while. Beyond. Cool. A lot of beyond. So thanks so much for that donation. Appreciate your question. If you guys have questions, leave it in chat. I'll definitely try to get the ones I can. If you want your question to definitely be answered and freeze the screen, then hit the super chat down there below and we'll talk about it. So appreciate that. A lot of beyonds in here. So Steelhead wants to know about Morgan. So funny thing about Morgan tonight, I don't think Morgan's going to last the end of season 8. But tonight, Morgan is going to save Rick's life. After everything goes down, there's going to be one additional scavenger that's getting ready to blast Rick, and Morgan gets him with the stick. So, and I don't even know if it's clear mode. I think it's just Morgan doing the fight. I think it's just him making the decision to help out. The mothership, the mothership. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you being here. All right, let's get some more questions working up in here. Morgan has till season 12. Yeah, you know, he's already dead at this point in the comic book, right? So, I don't know. I think Morgan's going to roll out pretty soon. This same person keeps making like multiple accounts. I'm not even going to say who he is. We're just going to just keep tossing him out every time. It's like the ultimate in childishness. If I didn't distract you with the first 5 accounts, let me create a 6th YouTube account so I can jump into your chat because I'm a lifeless little punk. I don't know. You need a hug. All right, next question. Awesome stuff. Wondered about that point. And yeah, that's why he was sharpening the stick. He was going to go off on his own and do it. Carol sort of reeled him back in a little bit. Ezekiel's going to reel him in a little bit tonight too. Jacob Grace, how many guns did Rick lose to the scavengers? You know, it's tough to think all the scavengers are there, but I would imagine a good 50, at least. Clorox wants to know, will Rick lose his hand? No, he won't. But Negan will definitely threaten to take his hand. Come on, you guys know. You guys know from watching the spoilers. All right, here it is. We're going to set this up. I'm going to go through one more time, but here's what we're going to do in order to get there, because there's a lot of new people. So I'm going to tell you about the lineup if you guys haven't seen it already. But we've got 350 people in here. If we can get up to 275 likes, so there's at least 100 people in here that have not hit it. So they're waiting around for the spoiler of the lineup. I'm going to give you guys the spoiler. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen with Rick's hand and with Carl. But I need the 100 people that are here just kind of observing and listening. I need you guys to slap the like button. Get us up to 275, and then I'm going to give you the lineup information. And while we're doing that, while we're waiting on some people to figure that out, a couple things. Somebody mentioned a little bit ago, we're over 65,000 subscribers, and that's like 40,000 subscribers in the last year. Really amazing stuff. So during the off season, the next 3 or 4 months, I'm really going to push on social media and a couple other groups. So my goal is by the season 8 premiere is to be over 80,000 subscribers. So we're going to continue to develop the channel. I have a secondary goal, which I would love to see 3,000 to 4,000 people supporting Bree and also Moody Girl on the 999 Army fan page. So if you guys could check that out, I think we'll grow that. There's a lot of good information. And as always, you guys can follow me on Kick, and it's KILZHOT. So you just have a random message, want to drop me a line every once in a while, just chat with me. I have a lot of people there, so I can't always respond right away. So if it takes me a few days or even a week, I will say hello and I will respond back to you guys. So just a couple channel goals. We got to have goals, right? And that's really what it's about. So thank you to all of you guys for building this. And as this channel grows, the one thing I will tell you, eventually we're 100,000, 200, whatever, 500,000 people. Everybody in this room right now is just, you guys build everything that we do. You're super important to me. This is why I keep doing it. If all of you guys weren't here, I wouldn't even have the headset on right now. I wouldn't even be talking about Walking Dead. I would just be watching it on television. But because there's a need and a network and we all get together and have a good time with it, I'm going to keep doing it. And if we can keep doing it with more people, let's keep doing it with more people. So we are way over 300 likes. So here it is, because I said it in a spoiler and I think I confused a few people. So Jadis will shoot Rick. Then once again, Rick gets drug up to the front in front of Negan. Now, this is what I have in the script. If it changes a little bit, it changes a little bit. So Negan is going to give Rick a little bit of that speech again, and Rick is going to tell Negan, I'm going to kill you. Just, does Rick never learn? So Negan says to Rick, you're already dead. And, he's got to hype it up because it's got to be an audience. He's got to impress the saviors, and he's got to break down the people in Alexandria. So he tells Rick he's going to Lucille Carl, and he's going to cut off Rick's right hand. So now this is where I'm not 100% because first of all, if I'm Rick, unless they got 5 people holding him down, I'm going to jump up and just bite his throat out. Because, I mean, that's your son there, right? So I'm assuming he's restrained, but he's pretty angry. So Negan goes back to swing at Carl. Now, obviously, he's going to cut off Rick's hand after he kills Carl. But he goes back. He's getting ready to swing at Carl. And Shiva jumps out and starts ripping through Saviors. Well, that's a distraction. I mean, you're getting ready to, Lucille someone, and you see a tiger eating your people. It's probably like, whoa, okay, so that breaks it up. That stops Carl from dying. And then, of course, Rick's hand does not get cut off. He is still shot. Now, I don't know which Saviors that Shiva is going to eat. It's not Simon, because Negan and Simon have some interaction. It's not Dwight. It's not Eugene. But I would love for it to be Jared, the heavy metal guy. I don't know if he's on this trip. And I would really love for it to be the Polaroid guy. Because you know the Polaroid guy is here. There's no doubt the guy's here. Anytime, there's 2 things that go with Negan. One, when Negan is going to Lucille someone, he wears that red scarf around his neck. Number 2, the Polaroid guy is always there because he's got to take a picture of it. So I'm thinking Shiva's going to eat the Polaroid guy tonight. Maybe she even eats the camera too. That would be awesome. Kind of spits the camera back out. Like, you ain't taking pictures of anybody else. So, if that is to happen exactly that way, leave in the comments right now for me, if you guys could. Who do you want Shiva to eat? Can't be, don't say Eric. Don't say one of Rick's group, I know. And it's probably going to get some Eugenes. If you want Shiva to eat Eugene, that's fine. If you want her to eat Simon. But if there's somebody else, like a Rot or heavy metal guy, Polaroid guy, let me know right now who you would like. Samantha, Shiva cannot eat Rapey Davy because he's dead. Last week. Lindsay Luke says a Rot. Let's see. Kills, how does Jadis know Negan? They cut a deal. Tamiel is the little birdie. Bart Schumacher says, I want her to eat Jared. Jared's a heavy metal guy. Liam says Jared or Gavin. I'm okay with Gavin. Gavin did ask about Ben. So a lot of people are saying, Jared, we got some Rots in there. You know if she eats a Rot. And you know what? Because a Rot is like a rat, I mean, it would be funny if the cat eats the mouse. Because I think they're doing something really tricky here, right? Jadis is Judas. A Rot is a rat, and the cat eats the rat. I would love it. I would do a video on that. We'll talk about it tonight if it happens that way. Yeah, Gavin, I think, has some potential. I got some people scratching their head now like, oh, I didn't realize her name was a rat. Oh, that makes a little bit of sense now, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's like, oh, yeah, that's what they did to us. Sneaky, sneaky people. You know, I just got like 5 likes for that comment. I'm just going to start throwing a bunch of puns and a bunch of one-liners out there. If that's what it takes, let's do it. I'm selling out. I'm going with silly humor the rest of the way. Pam Ramsey says, Jared in a Rot. Let's see, what else? That's a good question. Somebody said, well, who was eating in the comics? I don't know because I'm only on issue number 46. Who is this person that just came in chat and typed "shut up" in bold letters? Seriously, you walk into a chat room and tell people to shut up. That's like walking into a butcher and saying, "Hey, I'm a vegetarian. Please go away. Come on, man." And then, yeah, come on, dude. You know, we don't have like a IQ quota in order to get into the live stream. Unfortunately, we just sometimes that's what we get. They're gone. All right, let's move on to the next question. Shiva is hungry. Lucille's thirsty too. Lucille's thirsty and Shiva's hungry. What would be awesome is, yeah, if Lucille was like Shiva's toothpick after eating a rot. That's what I would like. The Ninja Piggy. Love your videos. You're amazing. Thank you. Appreciate. The 999 Army is amazing. Couple other things while we're waiting on the questions to populate. We've got, if you guys don't know, about, I guess, maybe 4 months ago, 5 months ago at this point, several of my subscribers challenged me to read the comics, and I decided to do it. So I never read them. I started at issue number 1. Today I finished issue number 46, so I'm moving right along. It's possible that I'll be over 100 by the time that we get to the Season 8 premiere, so I'm getting caught up. You know, around 100 is, I guess, Negan, you know, beating down Glenn in that area. But appreciate you guys following, you know, everything that we do here. And if you guys don't know about the comics, and if you do want to, you know, kind of listen to it, if you're on your way to work, if you are, you know, getting up in the morning, going to bed, you don't feel like flipping the book, and you just want to lay down and say, all right, Kills, read me my story, I will, I'll do it. And I'm learning a lot from the comics, too. And I know a lot of people in this chat really do support that, so thank you. Stephen Finley, in the sneak peek, it shows Rick with an AK, and it seems some sort of standoff happens. Do we get a skirmish? Oh, yes, we get a skirmish. This is what it's all about tonight. That skirmish is going to be a good portion of the show. It's going to be a glimpse into our war. So, after Shiva jumps out and eats a couple saviors, Ezekiel shows up, Maggie shows up, Jesus shows up, and Rick and Carl crawl away. So here you guys go. This is Super Chat from Chris Yakubovsky. I hope I did your name right, Chris. I did the best I could. So I'm going to read his question. Thank you. $5 Super Chat donation. And then I'll ask it to the subscribers as well, too. So where will Rick's team establish home base and regroup? Alexandria, Hilltop, Kingdom? Should they wait and plan or pursue Negan? What a great question. Not because it's a Super Chat question, but it's a question I've thought about myself, because I think that sets the entire storyline for next season, because what's going to happen is they're going to be spread too thin. And we know what they should do is set up one home base, but they're not going to do that. Rick is going to have his group in Alexandria. Maggie's going to have to go back and say, let me go back and train some people. And Ezekiel is going to go back and check on the people at the Kingdom. And that's where I think Negan's going to hit the Kingdom first next season. I think Hilltop and Alexandria have enough communication there back and forth. But I could see Ezekiel going back and some of Negan's people hitting them first and just murdering a lot of their people. So, to answer your question, I think Rick's going to stay in Alexandria, but I think the group is going to split up a little bit. All the subscribers out there, if you guys could respond to Chris's question, where do you guys think that Rick's group will go back? Do you think they will stay as one group, or do you think they're going to stay spread thin to develop the storyline? Gregory is already going back, so Gregory's kind of got that. He's going his way to the sanctuary. So you already have a rat there. But I think it's going to be a somewhat happy ending tonight. I mean, it's not going to be Sasha's going to die, so I mean, that's bad. But I think that after that happens and you think that more people are going to die, it's going to be like a breather, like, okay, all right, now we're getting ready for war. But Negan's going to go to all-out war. He's going to strike, so I think he mows down the Kingdom first. Great question. But a lot of people are saying they're just going to move and go to the Kingdom. Ryan Perry says, Kills, what do you think? Can't wait to see the episode tonight with the cussing. There's going to be a lot of it. Here's the thing. Number one, I will read some of the script. You know, I'm just not a person that randomly cusses. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense, especially when you're typing it to do it. But there will be a couple lines that I think are epic lines. So this is what I've heard will happen tonight. One thing is the line that he mentions to Sasha during the flashback. I know he says to her, "You got me wrapped around your finger. It's not a man-woman thing. Even if you had a dick, I would still, kind of go along with your way." That's one. And I don't know the comic to it, but evidently, because, evidently on cable TV, you can just kind of throw dick out there anytime you want. And there's a swinging dick helicopter speech that I've not read the comic, but I think that happens after he runs back to the Saviors and says, "Let's go to war." Or it may happen before. Comic book fans, help me out with this one. Does that swinging dick speech happen before the lineup in Alexandria, or does it happen when he's trying to get his team to go to war? So I know there's some hardcore comic fans in here. And to a couple of you guys, cover your ears. Well, if you're watching the show tonight, you're not going to hear anything. Beach ball lady nuts. Yes. AFG gamer dogs. No one knows where Heath is at this point. Heath is gone. You're asking a question that nobody knows the answer to because they haven't written him into it yet. They just took him. He's gone. His glasses are broken. We're not going to know that stuff until probably the end of Season 8. It happens after? Okay. So Liam is saying, I guess it happens when Negan goes back and he's trying to get his team fired up for all-out war. Yeah, he is saying we're going to war, but I can look it up and we'll talk about it later tonight or tomorrow. If you guys want to know, like, line for line. I know it happens, but as I said, I haven't read that far in the comics, so I don't know. So let's get a few more questions in here. We've got so far we're about 43, 44 minutes in the stream. We like to keep these 45 to 50 minutes, so I'll try to get a couple more questions in if we can. And so let's go with 2 more questions. And then here's the thing. I'm going to try to get as many shout-outs as possible. So one thing I do like to do in all of these streams, I like to keep the credit with all my really, really loyal subscribers. So thank you guys so much. So at the end of this, I'm just going to do a ton of really quick shout-outs to get you guys some recognition in the video. And also, if I miss a few people, when the video is live in about 10 or 15 minutes, if you guys get over there, leave your thoughts and your comments to that as well, too. That would be awesome. So, real quick recap. While I'm waiting for those 2 questions, I'll narrow it down. You guys, tonight at about 12:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will recap the episode. That's going to be after Talking Dead. So you guys jump in chat. We'll probably really emotional stuff with Abraham and Sasha. Sasha dying, we'll talk about it. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do another episode recap and start to transition into what we call random things. It's going to be random topics. Wednesday night, Wednesday Walkers. Sunday morning, Chill with Kills. And we'll continue the Sunday spoilers next Sunday. And also, once again, you guys could check out the 999 Army fan page on Facebook that's set up by a couple of our moderators. Thank you so much. So we're looking to create a really big network, a few thousand people just to bounce some ideas. Also, if you guys see up on the screen, you can check out facebook.com/999gamed, Gamed, and also facebook.com/KILZHOT, kilzhot. So all of those things with social media, we're going to be doing just some huge promos and try to push the YouTube channel up to 80,000 subs by September, October range if we can do that. So here we go. A couple more questions, and then we'll get through the shout-outs. So question. This is Ryan Andrews. A question. Rosita being shot could take Heath in the comics. Also, she's pregnant. I think that as well. I think Rosita being shot is going to be a little bit of a mini cliffhanger, and I wouldn't be surprised if they killed her off early. I know comic book fans are going to say, no, they can't because she gets her head cut off and put on a stake. but we know they don't follow true to the comics. So thanks for that question. And one more question, and then we will wrap it up for the night, get some shout-outs. And we're going to go with the last question of this stream is going to be, who will the surprise guest be on Talking Dead? I think you're right. He thinks it'll be Abraham and Sasha. So I agree 100%. Great question. Stick around for Talking Dead. Hopefully, we get surprised. I'd love to see the two of them back and be a little bit more of a happy ending. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything that you guys do. There's a lot of good spoilers out there. As I said, some of them may be a little bit off. Got a lot of people in here. If you guys have not slapped a like button, high five it on the way out the door. We're building a dynasty here with these live streams and this 999 Army. Everybody in this chat, some of you people have been here since we had 500 subs a year and a half ago to 15,000. And let's get some shout-outs going. I want to say what's up to Nisi, Zombie, District, Fagiato, Arkham Knight, Carl, Liam, Larma Carter, Lisa G, Soundwave, Arkham Knight, Maboon, George Morris, Mandy Watts, Tristan King. Who else we got here? It's just craziness. I got to wait for it to slow down just a touch before I get back to it. Steph Richardson, thank you for all your support. Tobin McLeod, DDA, Ohio. Tommy G, Nikki M, thank you for being here. Jess R, Swecky Boy Beast, what's up? Teresa Brown, I see you sneaking in there. Carmen Trance, thank you. Erica's World, appreciate you being here. Lost Creeper, Red Waffle, thank you for being here. And this is Shout Out City. It's going to be Shout Out City here real soon. And I can't read it that fast. Good luck. You guys can read it that fast? More power to you. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Army. This is our credit. This is our streaming credit section. Those of you that left Super Chat donations, thank you so much for your contribution to 999 Gaming. If you guys would like to support 999 Gaming as a patron, check out patreon.com/999 Gaming. We're going to do some videos and some charitable contributions with that. I'll talk to you guys about it a little bit later. Kelly G, I want to say what's up to you. Hassan Games, Cole, Salem Blue, Stacks, the Beatbox, Box Breaker, what's up to you? Joshua Fett, as always. I saw you sneak in there, Joshua. Clemson Fan 96, Vonda Martin, thank you so much. Crystal Thomas, what's up, Crystal T? Shanny D, and who else we got? I don't know a name. Liam Merrigan. A few people are kind of sorting out. It's making it a little bit easier for me. There you go. Kaylin Lynch, thank you for being here. And I think I got about 10, 15 more shout-outs, and then we're going to close this stream down. Tristan King, this Killshot is the GOAT. That's what I'm talking about. 999 Army is the greatest of all time. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Max Salmon. Appreciate you being here. iSwifty. Trying to get everybody in here. Flower Girl, I see you. Tommy McCandless. Lucille on that like button for me as always. Thank you, my man. Easy Base. Got you caught up in there. Aaron Melendez. Alpha C, what's up? Just barely caught you, man. Just barely got in here. Emma Field, thank you for being here, Emma. Appreciate you. Lindsay Luke. Sin Miller. Sin Miller, Baltimore in the house. Ben and Aaron, what's up? Weird Walking Dead Theories, as always. Appreciate you being here. Always a pleasure. Jack W., thank you for being here. Pam Ramsey. Already got you, Arkham. Already got you, buddy. Jill McGuire, thank you. Annie Hernandez, appreciate you being here. Hassan Games. Great Dane, thank you as well. Aaron Melendez. So once again, while you guys are watching the episode tonight, if you guys are on Kick and you want to shoot me a quick message, hit me up. It's K-I-K, Kick. Download it. And it's K-I-L-Z-H-O-T. Got to spell it out. Don't forget the Z. Not two L's. K-I-L-Z-H-O-T. Or just add me on Facebook, and I'll be posting some stuff for you guys. Thank you, Tristan. Appreciate that. Deonda Greenwood, thank you for being here. Cody Hayes. See, these shout-outs are going to go longer because we got so many more people. So I'm going to stick around a little bit. I'm not going to talk about any other topics, but I'm going to try to hit as many people as I can. Bree Thompson, also Moody Girl, thank you for being here. Gecko Skates. Neckflick, thank you. Rebecca from Texas, I saw you sneak in there. Bernadette Wolfgang, thank you. Dark Fox, Carl Jordan, Eagle Eye Cherry Pie, thank you. You caught the end of it, you can always watch the playback. Hades, Luce Oldfield, Jerry and Michelle H., thank you for being here. Stephen Miller, 999 Army for Life. And the list goes, hey, Shanny, I gave you a shout out already, even though you just barely snuck in. Matt Dave, thank you for being here. I saw you really, really early. So if I missed you guys in the shout out, sorry, we're going to have to wind this thing down. Just want to say thank you to Gage Grossman. Thank you for being here. Kel says smile. I missed you. Jen Fasalo. Okay, I'm trying to get out and I'm starting to recognize. Nick Dubb, Nova 350, Mystic, Alexandria Bates, one of my #1 comic fans. We're going to continue those readings till we get all caught up. Sharon Jackson, thank you so much. Tide Bleach, absolutely. Oh man, I can't keep up. Valerie Gonzalez. All right, I got to stop it at some point, right? All right. See you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Appreciate it. 999.